Okay, so welcome. This is the first of a few videos I plan on doing. I'm showing you how to use Arcgis in your NEA or any other project you're doing. This one's going to focus on trying to identify drive times and speeder influences for towns. So once you've got yourself logged in, your first job is to go to map. And once we're in map, we need to check we've got the right area. So let's just zoom in. I'm going to look at Whitney to start with. And that's okay. I want to just have a play around with the base maps, check I'm happy with them. Let's try this one, see if that's clearer. That seems a bit clearer. That's got most of the places I actually need. We've got Banbury on there. Yep, okay, I'm quite happy with that. So first things first, I need to tell the computer what drive times I'm actually doing. So I'm going to go up to here to add and add map notes. Now, I am going to do major town centres. And I'm going to define major town centres, just for convenience, as anywhere there's a Marks & Spencer's or a John Lewis. So I've taken a fairly high order shop as my definition. You need to create your own definition. That's absolutely fine for you to have something different. Now, if we take that, then I'm going to use these things over here, these points, and I'm going to tell the computer where those major town centres are. So I'm going to use stick pins, and obviously there's one in Whitney. Just going to give a title, so Whitney Town Centre. Again, just click on it. There's obviously one in Oxford. So Oxford CBD. There is a Marks & Spencer's in Summertown, so I'll put that there as well. There is one up in Banbury, so let's put that there. Just correct my grammar. Okay, so I just put these in, I'm pressing close. I don't think there's one in Didcot or Wantage, I don't know for certain. This is only just to show you. There certainly is one in the centre of Swindon. I'm guessing that there's one in Cirencester. I have no idea, to be honest. You'll need to check. And there must almost certainly be one in Cheltenham. Okay, so just check I'm happy with that. Looks good to me. I imagine there's actually one in Evesham, but again, you need to check this to make sure your data is accurate. Okay, so I've marked on all the main shopping centres with large stores like Marks & Spencer's and Debenhams. Next job, I need to analyse the travel time. So to do that, I'm doing analysis, so I click on here. I'm looking at proximity, so I click on here. And I'm after drive time areas, so I click here. So major town centres, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing driving time, good. I want to know roughly how long it takes. Now I'm going to do it in 15-minute intervals, so 15, then put a space in, 30, 45, 60. It shouldn't be an area bigger than an hour away from Whitney, so that should cover everything. I am going to use traffic, that seems to make sense. I'll use live traffic just for convenience sake. Areas with different points. Now I want to show a split. I want to see the areas, so I'm clicking on that. And then travel to, happy with all that, hit run analysis. This is where it will take about 2 or 3 minutes, so I'll try and pause the video at this point. Okay, so we've got data here. Unbelievably, it looks like some areas are more than an hour away from Whitney, which I'm not sure I totally believe. But anyway, so we've got these remote areas here, but we can actually see a pattern here. We can now see the sphere of influence of Whitney, which is marked out by this area here. It would come down in here as well. So I've actually now got a map showing the sphere of influence for Whitney. Now that's for major town centres. If I wanted to, what I could then do is repeat the whole thing again, but this time do minor town centres, so Woodstock, Charlbury, Burford, Carterton, Farringdon, and what you'd see is the sphere of influence shrinks massively. And if I was looking at Whitney, for example, and its shopping, I'd use that to show evidence that the redevelopment, whether sort of Cinema, Marks and Spencer's, Debenhams, is massively increased. If I'm doing Oxford, again, what I would do is I'd do it for John Lewis stores. So if you think of John Lewis's, that would be High Wycombe, that would be Birmingham, I imagine, that would be Bristol, Gloucester, Cheltenham. And again, it shows that the sphere of influence from a shopping point of view is massively increased. Right, well, I hope that's been useful. Once you've actually got this far, don't forget to save it, print it out, you can have a play with it, you can change colours or whatever. But once you've got that, you've actually shown the examiner you can do some high order GIS analysis, and that's exactly what they're after. So have a go. Any questions, give us an email.